Oh. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My finger slipped, and I guess I hit the play button to Wham! Last Christmas. Oh, I just whammed everybody. Oh, well, Merry Whamsmas from Racing Community Evolved, everyone. Merry Whamsmas. Well, green flag flew in the GTPlanet Fantasy Series here at Sonoma. And you saw BK Glover and ABP on the front row, off into the S's. And on board with Raffle Waffle here toward the back of the pack. ABP would lead lap 1 with BK Glover and Bane Hamlin 11:24 close behind. Up through the S's for the second time out of 54 today. There's BK Glover falling behind now on lap 4. And the rest of the field now beginning to go single file. A rather uneventful race, it would seem, in store. However, early on, we would see Sparky Tooth drop out of the race with, or not drop out of the race, excuse me. He would have a tire issue of some sort or some other sort of issue. Would end up going a lap down. By past lap 20, you can see the gap is spread already to about 5 seconds between the 18 and the number 79 car. You see there's the 3 of GT Racer 98 hopping the curb, gets into Jaragini. Jaragini hits the wall, goes up and over. Oh my. Jaragini and GT Racer 98 have come together and that 35 car of Jaragini has gone up and over. No caution for that, but both cars are going to end up going out of the race. On board with the number 3 car, just hops the curb and gets into the side of the 35 and just all the way into the wall and off the wall. All the energy from that hit to the wall went to Jaragini, up and over he went. That's the gap for the lead right there, 7.2 seconds. And then it's not too bad between 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Van Hamlin falling back a little bit, but nothing to be too concerned about. You see the rest of the field now making their way up through the S's as well. Riley Morton's got his hands full. Most of the race so far, he's been blocking that big line of cars. You see as we all come down into the pits now. Accelerated so you can see who came in and who stayed out on a larger scale. You're going to see the 18 car, who is your leader. Slow pit stop. They drop the jack. They can't even, or they change the tires. They drop the jack, but something happens. They can't let them go. So by the end of the cycle of pit stops, that's Durr winning in the lead with a huge lead. That is 7 seconds. We're still waiting on second. There's second place, the 11 of Checker. There's third place of BK Glover. You're going to have to go all the way back to 6th to find that 18 car. That is a huge mistake for ABP, and you know those guys are going to be kicking themselves for that one. You can see now Checker, and that's the gap again after a few more laps. That's a lapped car in the 77. It just shows how big of a gap happens here. Van Hamlin comes up into 3rd, but you can see it's a huge gap. On board with the number 20 of Durr winning. The laps are winding down. Not a whole lot to go for the number 20 car, but he has rallied after those pit stops and has gotten a ton of time. He's got almost 10 seconds to play with in these final laps. And you can see there's the 11 of Checker, 9 seconds back. 21 seconds you'd have to wait to see that number 4 car come into your frame. The 20 car of Durr winning played his cards right for the whole rest of the race. Nothing really even happened. You see a couple of cars. That's Jaggy in the pits, but his teammate's going to end up winning his first race of the season, and in a good style too, showing the teamwork with the pit stops and whatnot. Definitely paid off. There's Checker coming across the line. Van Hamlin is back a ways. Just a great job from Durr winning. Definitely did what he had to do. His pit crew did what they had to do. and you can see how it paid off. There's your results to the upper left of the screen. Parekazin coming 10th. He was in the points lead. I don't think he's going to be in the points lead anymore. You can see now going into a minute and 37 seconds or more behind the leader. Not many cars DNFing, mostly just going a lap down with some small issues. The only cars to DNF were Ninners, Jaragini, and GT Racer 98. Here comes Derwinning doing some drifting into turn 11, backwards into turn 11, and now doing some donuts. Great job today from the number 20 car on the throwback Pepsi scheme as he sits there into victory lane. It's been a long wait, and we finally got this race going, and it has been a pretty good race. Props to all the drivers that they drove their hearts out. Raleigh Morton was blocking like a madman for the majority of the day. Derwinning got it done on pit road, and you know AVP's team is going to be kicking themselves. May even be doing some arrangements on pit road after that one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week at Armory Digital Super Speedway.